Okay. NMG in one sentence. Non-hierarchical, non-linear, metaphysical space for creating, growing, learning and developing. Yeah.
Learning to research and practice collaboratively, mutual care and support, in a mutually supportive environment.
NMG for me has been like a collaborative site for like testing out and sharing ideas and really sort of like marrying what it means to sort of practice with yourself and with others. It's been kind of like a holistic site of being together essentially.
NMG has been a great opportunity to grow new artistic connections and communities.
I didn't have a lot of expectations really, just because I hadn't been involved in something like this before, and I knew it was more about development and outcome, so I didn't want to have too many expectations as such. But I guess I just thought it would be an opportunity to meet like-minded people and to get to know more artists in the Midlands.
So I was saying earlier to a lot of the cohort, I don't think I really had any expectations. This is the first time I've ever seen a genuine 12-month development programme that is for artists and creatives, curators and writers to just be in a space together, whether they're doing activities, whether they're like working together or whether they're just getting together for an informal chat. It's the first time there's been a 12-month programme, so I didn't have any expectations because I've never seen anything like this, like in the UK, let alone the Midlands. The one thing that I did expect was to like collaborate more with the East Midlands. As someone from the West Midlands, I kind of wanted to see what was going on the other side of the region. So I've definitely got that. Like the links that we have over here are probably stronger than the ones that I have at home. And you really see that like during some of the shows we've had, the turnouts from the East Midlands, like phenomenal amounts of support. I get that it's because of the development programme, but I think that that's just how things are over here anyway. So that's kind of like above and beyond my expectations of the cohort.
I had fairly open expectations. Participating in different events and things, and I knew some of that was going to be up in the air, some of it was going to develop based on feedback, which it did. Perhaps if there was something different from my expectation, I kind of pictured more robust public interaction or more direct public interaction, which was fine, but it was just like slightly different to my expectation.
I guess for me, like I kind of can echo that and say that I didn't really have that many expectations. I kind of came in here wanting to see how the space would evolve and how I'd evolve with the space of the cohort. I really just wanted to kind of come in and meet people. This came after, kind of on the back of the end of the first two lockdowns. So I really just wanted to like figure out like how other artists are practicing during a pandemic, but also like figuring out like how you can keep your practice alive moving forward in the next step. So my expectations, it's not that they weren't high, it's just that their existence wasn't quantifiable. So I really just wanted to kind of meet people again and talk about like art making, what that looked like, and share that across with directors and the cohorts. So I think that's one, maybe that could be like a slight expectation, but this thing, what we've created together as a group, has just evolved to become something which is quite like adaptable and kind of beautifully aligned to each of us. So yeah.
I mean, I think when I think about the whole time that I've helped on assisting with events and everything, the major takeaway is like the people that I've met through it, especially with like working on Sahjan's exhibition, and like I was talking to them earlier about how it didn't feel like hierarchical or anything. Like I didn't feel like I was just assisting or just kind of setting up with them. I felt like we were doing it like all together, and I really enjoyed being a part of it. And I got a real range of like skills from it as well. Like on the event that we did release rooms. First of all, it was like great to work with Tom Harris and Sean, because I really like both of their work. And I'd actually been to like a couple of the events before I'd started working on it, which was really like interesting. I just happened to be a part of something that I'd, you know, been involved with just from liking it.
Dandelion, mallow, sorrel, chickweed, dead nettle, lambstongue plantain, dock, sow thistle, ground elder, fat hen, clover, cleavers.
I guess from your perspective then and your personal development as somebody who has, you know, graduated semi-recently, you know, moved to Nottingham to study, do you feel like it's helped you to feel more integrated with or more connected with, yeah, the arts ecology in
100%.
the region?
It's introduced me to, I mean, I was familiar with kind of like Thoresby Street and with here kind of a little bit, but obviously like it's working with you as well, kind of like I feel like I've been like shadowing you. It's given me that confidence to feel like I have some almost like authority to speak to people and get to know people, and what the different institutions in the consortium are like all about.
I gained some really great friendships and collaborations. Confidence I feel in kind of talking about my work and asking for help, another thing as well, because I feel like yeah, a lot of the time you think you're on your own, say with applications, like funding applications and that sort of thing, and mentoring. So yeah, I think it's made me more confident to work with people, and yeah.
I think I gained confidence, definitely, and interacting with people with very different practices means I have an awareness of kind of different things people are doing, and it means I have those connections in my head. If there are certain opportunities, I might think of collaborating with those people again. So there've been some very concrete gains, and there've been stuff that I think I will still notice and develop over time, like information and networking that will continue to be useful to me.
I think so many things, like especially say at university or like past things that I've done, it's always been like about outcome or a show or an exhibition, and for me I enjoy the process a lot more, and yeah. I think you get a lot more out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a question for us?
To NMG.
To NMG.